But it also has these pockets of sanctuary, luxury apartments, and beautiful restaurants. Thanks.
So, welcome to Qualia.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah.
This is great. This is stunning. Rahul is the living legend in the food world, not just in India, but in Asia.
We do all our breads, everything here fresh.
Rahul opened the first independent fine dining restaurant in Mumbai. It was called Indigo, and Rahul then took this restaurant to become one of the best restaurants in the country and in the region. And he just reopened a new restaurant called Qualia. There's an off-menu dish in Indigo that people will obviously ask him about. One's a mango curry served with just fish.
That's the dish. All right, there you go.
Wow, that's
I'll
fantastic.
come around and join you. The curry underneath is a raw mango curry. You basically cook down raw mango pieces with a little bit of turmeric and vegetable stock. Then you puree that and sweeten it a little bit using jaggery.
This is great. This is fantastic.
It's the overall sweet sour profile that you have here.
Yes.
This is just a glaze here of honey, chili, pink peppercorn.
He's obsessed with the balance of textures and flavors you find in Indian street snacks that deliver you that combination of sweet, sour, salty, spicy, hot, cool, crispy. It's good. Thank you.
When you asked me what my inspiration was for the food, I thought the best way to explain all that would be to actually try some of it.
Okay.
And since we don't want you to get Bombay belly, I thought we'd just do it at home.
So it was a real treat for me. Chef Rula had prepared 3 different chutneys to try.
So what you do is you grab one of these. You want to make a little hole in it. This is Bombay street.
Bombay style.
Yeah, so this is like healthy junk food. You just put a little potato, you put some of the sprouted moong. Okay, and then you just take this.
So you dip it.
Yeah, and
One bite. Okay. These chaat are perfect little bites.
so there's the tingling on the tongue.
Yeah. They also represented perfectly this idea he wanted to communicate. That he's not just about sweet and sour, which is a complete misconception. And it's like the ultimate sensory combination
Yeah.
in one bite.
It's got like umami, everything.
He also served sev puri as well as dahi puri, both of which were fantastic.
The sev puri. Here, try one.
Eat the whole thing.
Yeah, just pop it in your mouth. Again, you'll see the sweet and sour.
And they're street food, right? But they are so complex. There's so many ingredients that go into these.
There's chaat masala, there's pomegranate. This is your dated tamarind chutney. Difference between that and this is you have yogurt in there. So you get your heat spice from the green chutney. You have the cooling of the yogurt. Just pop the whole thing in your mouth.
Great.
It makes it velvety and smooth, yeah?
I like how much liquid there is, so it really just covers your mouth entirely. In Mumbai, the menus are huge. But even with that, you're going to get customers who say, Chef, I want you to make this. Huh?
I mean, I always believe if I have the ingredients in the house and if somebody wants something off menu and we're not like too much in the then I'm happy to do it.
Mango curry with a sauteed fish is not on the menu.
And I can see sometimes the customers, they're uncomfortable with reading what's on the menu or they haven't quite figured it out. You know, then I say, is there something that you'd like that's not on here, you know? So this very much speaks a little bit of my coastal Maharashtrian background.
He is really fascinating because this is a guy that has a Maharashtrian father. His mother is a German Jew. Grew up in between New York and Mumbai.
My grandmother used to also make a shengi curry using mango. So like the raw mango acts as a souring agent, right? And then you have the coconut that just carries it.
It has a palate that is exposed to east and west throughout his entire life. And I think when you have a palate that has been exposed to so many different influences, so many different flavors at a young age, you're able to then amalgamate more things into the food that you create.
It's spicy, but
It creeps up on you. restaurants and chefs are now being so conceptual, where it's all about the intellectual pursuit of an idea as opposed to we're going to make you taste and feel something.
I'm sorry, I'm very old-fashioned that way. I'm not very big into mental and gustatory masturbation, if you will. I like to roll up my sleeves and eat.
Yeah.
When you get too conceptual, too sort of intellectual and whatever, I don't think it's food anymore. I don't know. That's just me.
Every city has secrets. The bigger it is, the busier it is, the more secrets you have. In the food world, there are lots of secrets. Secret dining spots, secret bars, off-menu things. If you have the right access, you know the right people, you know the secret handshake, or the right wink, you can get to these. It's just a matter of finding out. Yes.
Tonight, what investors need to know as Singapore braces for SPACs.
The best protection is knowledge.
All clear in the Suez Canal, but the ripple effects continue.
We'll see slightly elevated freight rates from Asia to Europe.
Plus, fighting back when your business takes a hit from the pandemic.
The challenge will be convincing people to pay relatively high rates for tickets.
Tonight on CNA.
From the top stories in Asia
A quicker, portable way of testing for COVID-19 in just 5 minutes.
to breaking news in the US and Europe,
US President-elect Joe Biden is set to formally introduce his top economic team.
with an eye on markets opening across the world.
Wall Street's major indices all closed the month with double-digit percentage gains.
It's the one bulletin that offers you a global perspective. World Tonight, daily on CNA.
Night is half of our lives, and yet it's so understudied.
Many fish species, it's a mystery where they go.
Yeah, it's quite different in the day as it is at night.
In Singapore, there's lights just about everywhere.
An actual photograph is made out of many multiple photographs. Photo is like graphic is drawn. I draw with light.
NASA is just starting to scrape the surface.
Looking at the lights, we're able to track humanity's progress.
That's where the pieces of the puzzle fit together.
Slowly, you find there are so many subtle beauties there.
Watch Midnight Story on demand at cna.asia. Malaysia is seeing what many are calling a new dawn. I'm here to make sense of these changes taking place and bring you stories from a country that's charting a new direction for its future. Years ago, CNA Kuala Lumpur.
Express personality with style. Rendition of grace with elegance. Together and complete. Truly a perfect match with natural diamond grading certificate Mason jewelry.
The headline news this hour. Myanmar's ambassador to the UN and lawmakers ousted by the military appeal to the Security Council for urgent action. They are pleading with the UN Security Council to take action against the military, warning of more suffering and instability. The U.S. State Department says it has issued new guidelines that will enable U.S. officials to meet more freely with officials from Taiwan. It says the new guidelines aim to encourage and reflect America's deepening unofficial relationship with Taiwan. But the White House says it's not looking for confrontation with Beijing. And India's worst-hit state of Maharashtra goes into a weekend lockdown as the country reports yet another record daily rise in infections. India reported more than 145,000 infections, and its total caseload is now at more than 13 million. That's just behind the US and Brazil. And that's the latest from the CNN Newsroom.
In February this year, the government unveiled the Singapore Green Plan 2030. The plan is a whole-of-nation movement to advance the national agenda on sustainable development. It is led by the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of National Development,